The Democrats want common sense gun regulations to keep our citizens safe. The Republicans want no regulations on any weapons at any time for any reason.
Welcome to part 2 of Destroying This Woman. It's gonna be good. And thank you for opening up with a subject I know so much about. It's not that we're not for common sense gun control, it's just that all forms of gun control are unconstitutional. We all know what the Second Amendment states. And honestly, for people with common sense, that should be quite clear what it states. For further analysis, I did like 2 10-minute videos on explaining the Second Amendment. It's actually pinned to my profile. Go check it out. But let's actually get into a couple of things that I can incorporate into this video. Houston versus Moore explicitly states that any law created within the United States must first and foremost be in line with the Constitution and then to the subsidiary constitution of the state. Any state that creates a law which conflicts with the United States Constitution thereafter is thus invalid. Then there's the issue of, the whole concealed carry license. Murdoch versus Pennsylvania says that a right shall not be converted to a privilege and have a fee or license charged therefor. Shuttlesworth versus City of Birmingham, Alabama strictly states if a right is converted to a privilege and is assessed a fee or license, the citizen may ignore the fee and or license and engage in the right with impunity. What does that mean, by the way? Welcome to Words Have Definitions. I'll be your host today, Knight of Patriotism. This right here means exemption from punishment or freedom from the injurious consequences of an action. Well, that took up a lot of time. With the various amounts of case law in support of the Second Amendment, you start to see that gun control is highly unconstitutional. And since it flies in the face of Houston versus Moore, flies in the face of Murdoch versus Pennsylvania, flies in the face of Shuttlesworth versus City of Birmingham, Alabama, flies in the face of the Second Amendment. Oh, and it flies in the face of another case law called Marbury versus Madison, which states that all laws which are repugnant to the Constitution are void. And let's not get into the fact that everywhere gun control has been assessed, it has been a complete failure. Y'all come up with so many excuses about why it doesn't work, except for the obvious one. And that's the common sense fact that you guys are punishing law-abiding citizens for simply minding their own business and empowering criminals through all of these laws that you're passing. That's right, you're empowering criminals. The less secure a society is, the more crime flourishes. To think that there's so much more I need to address with you, but you made one statement and it took up a 3-minute video. To be fair, you really don't deserve this amount of attention. But then again, you know what? If you want to get famous for all the wrong reasons, I'm here to help.